Hey, everybody, welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Montreal Canadiens in preseason game 2. This is the pregame show. Hey, everybody. So, and if anybody caught my, I don't know what you call that. It was just a mistake. I thought I was in a different broadcast. It wasn't supposed to go out live. I was in the wrong room. And so if you watched that, you got a bonus. You saw me making a video. And so it's kind of embarrassing. Hopefully, I didn't pick my nose or scratch my ass or whatever, So, all right. So let's see who's here. So we know Joey is here. Hey, Joey. I was talking to Joey for a few seconds there. And hey, Petty, how's it going? Awesome. Nice logo there, buddy. Cool. Me too. I did my own. It gets expensive if you have to hire out. That's for sure. But awesome, man. Drake Varner, how's it going? You would like to see Raphael Harvey-Pinard make the team this year. Yeah, I don't think he'll do it out of camp, but I think at some point we're going to see him on the big club. Definitely. So I'm going to go over a few things for the game. It's a bit of a pregame show. And so let's see what we got here. I'm going to take a look at – actually, let's take a look at the last game. Got some stats from there. So these are the stats from the last game. I don't know that it means anything for this game. I really don't. But shots on goal, 32-17 for Toronto. But Montreal was better in the faceoff circle, and that's a good thing to see, 53-47%. 0 for 2 on the power play for Montreal, 1 for 4 for Toronto. Let's see. Penalty minutes, 23 penalty minutes for Montreal, 9 for Toronto. It didn't break down the penalty. Oh, it did, yeah. How do they get 23 penalty minutes out of 4? Oh, yeah, right. The 4 power plays. Yeah. I'm rusty. Hits, 32 hits for Montreal, 24 for Toronto. And, that's all that we need to know. First period, Jake Muzzin from Nylander and Brody at 10:29. Second period, John Tavares from Nylander and Sandin at 1:55 made it 2-0 for Toronto. Michael Bunting from Brody and Marner at 7:25 of the second made it 3-0. Third period, Curtis Gabriel unassisted at 15:12 of the third made it 4-0, and it didn't look like Montreal was going to score one, but then Tyler Toffoli on a breakaway from Anderson and Romanov at 18:04 of the third, and they get on the board there. Let's see, I've got one more. Goalie stats. Primo stopped 13 of 15 shots for an .857 save percentage. McNiven, 8 of 9 shots for... I could be wrong on that. 18 of 21 for Primo for .857 and 10 of 11 for McNiven. That doesn't make any sense. I totally forgot how to read these. Let's see. So the first one's even strength, then power play, then shorthanded, and then the total. So there, I got the second one right. Okay, but 10 of 11... and it's only 9 out of 9 save percentage? Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. What am I talking about? I'm really rusty, guys. Michael Hutchinson, 13 of 14 for .929. And I think it's Ian Scott, 3 for 3 for a 1,000, batting 1,000. So that's the stats basically for the game. The lineups for tonight. Before I do that, let's see who's here. It's who's talking. Hey, Daryl Adams, usually you're the first comment. It's weird. But I guess you probably were on the one that I screwed up. So when's Hoffman coming back? They say that he's out for about a month. Petty, can you tell us who's playing tonight? I'm about to get to that. And hey, Zachary, how's it going? Thank you. Good luck to you. Zachary's a Leafs fan. So he's wishing us luck. Okay, so let's look at the lineups for tonight. Now, I don't think these are 100% accurate, and you'll see why I say that in a minute. So this is the red team tonight. We got Drouin, Dvorak, and Anderson, and I'm wondering if it'll be Gallagher there because Gallagher is now in camp, and I think it'll be Gallagher there, but it might be Anderson. You got Raphael Harvey-Pinard with Evans and Armia on the second line. You got Joshua Roy. But didn't he have a good game? Or maybe it was in the scrimmage game. With Jean-Sebastien D and Danik Martel, Michael Pezzetta, Jan Mishak, and Lucas Vadimo. But I thought Vadimo was in the first game. Gabriel Bork as the extra there. Caden Gooley, David Savard, Matthias Norlander, Ben Sherratt, Corey Sheneman, Chris Weidman, Terrence Amorosa, Charles David Baudouin, and you got Allen. It says McNiven, but I guess we'll see Kevin Poulin, man, or maybe McNiven, because McNiven was in the first game. So I don't know what's going to be with these lines, and it's the same thing over here because Mikheyev played in the first game, but this is supposed to be Group 1. Nylander was in that first line was in the first game. Richie, Brooks, Marner, Robertson, Amadio, Spezza, Gabriel or Abramov, Douglas or Golagov. Like, I don't know who's the center there. I think it's Gabriel, Abramov, or Douglas, and Golagov. Gogolov. Oh, got it wrong. Riley and McDermott. My mouth not working tonight. Riley and Dermott, Dahlstrom and Hall, Manel and Rubens, Hellickson and Hollowell, and Campbell and Mrazek in nets. That's probably true because neither of those guys were in nets in game 1, the first game. So I guess that's true. So I don't know. Like, I really don't know what it's going to be because there were guys on these lists that were in the first game. So Faye 801, how's it going? It's the Devo line tonight. We get a good look at Drew and Devo together, and we'll see who's on the line with them. Dixon Automotive. We get to see Devo and Savard tonight. That's right. Drake read something earlier that said Galley isn't playing tonight. Well, if Galley isn't, then it'll be Anderson. It might be because Galley only arrived yesterday and not enough time for him to be in a game yet. So that's understandable. And they did. I'm pretty sure they just sent Roy down because he played in the first game. So like I said, these aren't accurate. But I don't know who's replacing him. This is what was printed or put out there as the two teams, the red and the white teams. So we'll see what we get. Zachary, we're all excited. Hopefully Montreal will turn the cards on you guys, and we will take home at home. We'll take a victory tonight. That would be nice. Let's see what else I got. I have. Well, this is something that I have from the other day. The other game, we were talking about the arenas and who they're letting in, how many, and all that. So I have this that I couldn't find the last time. So teams requiring proof of vaccination. So that's with the Vax passports. So that's Buffalo, Calgary, Montreal, Rangers, Ottawa, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg. Teams requiring vaccine proof or just proof of a negative test are Anaheim, Boston, Chicago, Edmonton, LA, Nashville, New York Islanders, and St. Louis. So only Edmonton is allowing people in Canada that with a negative test and not a proof. But that's in Alberta, and that's not a surprise. Alberta's kind of wild, wild west. Everything's open. Teams not requiring vaccine proof or negative tests. So this is just anybody wants to show up. Hey, Arizona, Carolina, Colorado, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Florida. Not a surprise. Florida's in there. Minnesota, and not a surprise, Dallas. It's Texas. New Jersey, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Tampa, Vegas, Washington. Yeah, so I didn't have that the other day. So I can guarantee you this. The teams on the third column, that long one, I wouldn't be going to a game there for my life. I probably wouldn't go even in the first column because that's me. I'm still leery about it. I wouldn't go to big crowds like that. But anyway, wonder what you guys think of that. Let's get back to your comments because I think that's all I pretty much have. There wasn't a lot of stuff. Oh, I do have one other thing. And this is kind of, I don't know if it's good news, bad news, whatever. You guys aren't going to like the news. Cole Caulfield, if you saw, well, we know he was held out of the scrimmage game because he had fallen down in practice, slid into the boards, and they held him out. And it was precautionary, and they said it might be, he's day-to-day and nothing serious. So we all thought it was lower body, but it turns out he's got an upper body injury, and he'll be out for, quote from the coach, about 1 week. So we won't see Cole Caulfield. The good news for that is there's 3 days where there's no games, but Friday, Saturday, there's a game. So I don't know if he'll be in the 2 games against Ottawa or not, but it's a bit of a setback for him, but what are we going to do? So Cole Caulfield is day to day, but the coach says about a week he'll be out with an upper body, and that means we don't know what the hell. It could be anything. He could have had a heart attack. He could have pulled a muscle. I mean, upper body. Who knows? At his age, he didn't have a heart attack. That's for sure. Hey, Matt Outdoor and Tony. How's it going? Leafs will win, maybe? Well, I could say also Habs will win, maybe? I'll guarantee you this. Either the Leafs or the Habs will win this game tonight. That's a hot take. That's a big hot take from me. I don't know if you want to go bet with that, but I wouldn't. But I think one of the two teams will win tonight. And here's another hot take. Even if it's won in regulation, or I think they do overtime, there will be a shootout at the end of the game. I think there'll be a shootout. I think most of the teams, and they're being encouraged for some reason by the NHL. And I think it's a sign that the NHL does not have any plans to get rid of the shootout. So they're allowed to, no matter what, doesn't matter how the game finished, but if they both agree, they'll have a shootout. It's to practice the shootout. The NHL, for some reason, wants the teams to practice the shootout more. So there you go. So if anybody doesn't like the shootout, it's not going anywhere. If that's coming down from the NHL, it's not going anywhere. And yeah, there will be a shootout. I would think there will be a shootout. There was one in the last game in Toronto. No need for it, but they had one. So I think they'll do it probably in all their games because you know what? Why not? Right? Practice it. The more practice makes perfect. So why not? So I think, yeah, pretty much in every game, I think all 6 of them we're going to see a shootout, whether they need it or not. And there you go. So we got 18 people in the room. So let me just, this is for all you 18 people in the room. Subscribe and ring that notifications bell. And hey, give a thumbs up. We want you to become a member of Talking Habs. To become a member, underneath the window and on a phone, I don't know, but I know on a computer, there's a join button. You can press that. If you click that, it'll tell you everything you need to do. And if you do take a membership, you will get, for your membership, you will be in the draw for the giveaway of a hat that looks just like this. Not these two. I've got the giveaway one in the other room. I will sign it. I mean, if you don't want, you can tell me don't. And yeah, so that's the next giveaway. And I'll probably throw in a little something special. Nothing major, but I'll throw something else in. So that's if you take a membership, if you take a super chat, or you take a super sticker, you get into that draw. The next draw will be on the first game is the 13th of October. That's going to be the draw for the hat next. And then after that, there will be another hat that's going to be given away. I give jerseys away and stuff like that. So that's for people who donate. And then every now and then we do a giveaway for everybody, even if you didn't donate. So let's see what else. Oh, by the way, if anyone's wondering, Matt is not here because he had a family thing that he couldn't get out of. So Matt's not here, but he might be in the game. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to be in the game time, but he'll definitely be Wednesday for the Wednesday show and then, the next games. So yeah, it's just a family thing you have to do. Oh, look at that. I didn't see your Matt Outdoor. I didn't see your comment when I said it, but there you go. Where's Matt? So that answers that question. And about the other guys, please don't ask. And Luna must be busy tonight. She didn't answer. But Luna will appear from time to time as well. Let's see. What else I got? And we're only 15 minutes in. Jeez. And I'm already out of stuff. So by show of hands, anybody, you could just say, yeah, you saw it. Did anybody watch me making a video that I broadcast live by accident? I'm curious. It had 37 views. I did delete it off the channel because I'm making a video. And yeah, so you'll actually see that come out in a video when it's edited. I'm just curious if anybody saw that. And just, did I do anything embarrassing while I was doing it other than the fact that I was on live and didn't know it? Anyways, these things happen. What are you going to do? Such is life, right? If you can't laugh at yourself a little bit, now something wrong with you. So I guess nobody saw it? Oh, Matt did. Did I do anything embarrassing, Matt? Was I have my finger up my nose, or did I scratch my balls or ass or something? Hey, Canadian Elite, how's it going? Are we racing today? Racing? I'm not racing. Something else. You must have meant something else than racing. Drake, you saw it too? Is the yes because I did something embarrassing, or is the yes because you saw it? I don't know. I don't think I did anything embarrassing, except that's how I do a video. Yes, I talk to myself, yes. All right, Talladega Night. I remember that reference. I never saw that movie, but I mean, I know the movie. Yeah, so we're racing today at 7 o'clock. For those of you who might be here for the first time, this is just a pregame show. And at 7 o'clock, and we'll go to, for probably, because I'm alone tonight, we'll go to about 6:30. And then at 7 o'clock, I'm back with the game. And hopefully Matt will be back with me. If not, it'll just be me. He may join at some point during the game. I don't know. But yeah. My name is Rivki, and your name is Bobby. All right. Okay, but I don't get the reference. Oh, that's from, okay, yeah. I didn't see the movie, so I don't know who's who. Sean, sort of. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, it looked like a very innocent little, he just fell and went into the boards. But you see, you can get hurt that way. So, yeah, I mean, it was scary in that because it was Cole, right? If it was Joe Blow, defenseman, or whatever, Joe Blow player, we wouldn't really be. But, yeah, it's Cole Caulfield, and, yeah. I don't think it's anything serious, and it's just more precaution. Well, it's precautionary as well, but obviously he hurt himself, and they don't want him to make it worse, obviously, right? They're counting on this kid. Petty, not doing that tonight. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, just not tonight. Just, I'm going to take a couple of weeks at least before, because of things that have been going on with the channel. I'm not doing that right now. All right, Drake, thank you. I didn't think I did anything embarrassing, but, I thought I was alone. You never know, could happen. So anyways, it's very interesting. And but I did take it down because I want to put that out as a video, and I don't want tons of people seeing it beforehand. Yeah, but this is very true. But my problem is that sometimes I answer myself. So maybe I am a nut job. Anyway, no. But talking to yourself when you're doing the video, yeah, it's normal, I guess. You might see some of those in the blooper file. Hey, Slinksy. I'm doing okay. A little embarrassing day today, but, one of those days. Is it just me, or did Cole look bigger on the ice the other night and look good hitting in the corners? Well, he should, because Cole announced his new height, or when they did the physicals and all that. Cole is no longer 5'7", and I've been saying this since last year, beginning of last year, when he said he was 5'8", 170, but he is now 5'9". I didn't get the weight though, but he's 5'9", at least 170. So he is now the same height apparently as Brendan Gallagher. So anybody that was worried, oh, he's so small. Well, Brendan Gallagher's done fine for himself, so I think Cole Caulfield will be fine. So yeah, he did look bigger because he is a little bigger. Not so much that it would be that noticeable. Like, I didn't really notice it, but I had heard that. So yeah, it's good that he's getting bigger. I doubt he'll get any bigger than that at his age, but, that's the whole point, right? I like my answers better than most people's answers. So, well, I work a lot alone. So if I don't talk to myself, who's talking to me? Nobody. Considering everything that's happened lately, there's not too many people talking to me. For these exhibitions, they should have our real lineups minus players in doubt, replaced by guys who are good that deserve a chance for a tryout, see how they play with the real roster kind of deal. Well, that's what the preseason games are for, though. because, they already cut a couple of guys after this game tonight, a few more, and they'll pare it down. And by the last 2 games, you're looking at basically the roster that is breaking cap. That last game, game 6, that's the team that's going to break cap. Unless there's an injury, Hoffman. I mean, obviously Hoffman won't be in it, but basically that's the team that's going to break cap. That's how it works. So they got to work their way through. And normally they have like 8 or 10 of these games. So this year it's only 6. So, they got to do it all in that. Oppenheimer, it's been a while, man. What was the shootout at the end of the game 2 nights ago? It is, they're doing that this season. They're being encouraged by the NHL to have a shootout after the games, even if there's no overtime needed and a shootout needed. They're still going to do it. So I would think in every game, if it doesn't need a shootout, it's still going to have a shootout. It doesn't count against the game. It's just a practice thing. But they want the teams to start practicing the shootout more. They want to see more goals in the shootout, the NHL. And the shootout's not going anywhere. It's going to stay. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but Slinksy, we put up the I'll put it up again, but it's not very accurate because we saw players that I'm going to show you that are supposed to play tonight that played on Monday. So I don't know if they will still play tonight or not, but it's hard to tell. This is the red team for Montreal. So you got the Drouin, Dvorak, Anderson line. That's the big line there. And then the Harvey Pinard, Evans, Armia line should be pretty good. Other than that, these are guys that are just looking to make an impression. And then you got Gooley with David Savard and Norlinder with Sherratt. So that's interesting. Also, again, looking to make an impression for 2 of those guys. Sheneman hoping to make an impression, and Weidman trying to make the team. So, and then it says Allen and McNiven. McNiven did play in the first game, so I don't know if he'll be in nets or Poulin will be behind as the backup or not. I don't know. And then on the Toronto side, that first line of Mikheyev, Kerfoot, and Nylander played in game 1. So I don't know if Campbell and Mrazek did not, so I know they should be the goalies here. And other than that, who knows? But that's the lineups, apparently. How many games do you think Drouin will play this season for the Habs? You know what? I'm not even going there. He's going to play the full season, and why wouldn't he? You know what? Let's not make I'm not going to make a thing of his whatever it was he went through. That happened. This is the next season. I'm not going to put that on him. So I don't think it's something that we need to talk about. He'll play all season. Oh, where was I? Jeez, it jumped. Antoine Bertrand, sort of. I'm sorry, it's been a while, but I'm not sure. The name's not. I'm sorry. So many names coming by, but I think so, and it's been a long time. But I usually do remember everybody. What's that big defenseman that was playing the other night? He was a right D. Can't remember his name. Just remember he was pretty big boy, and taking the Leafs out pretty good along the boards. What do you remember the number? I'm trying to think who would have been there. Well, I don't have it here. Who would be that big? Oh, no. That's a goalie that was 6'6". That goalie that was 6'6", Verbetic, he got that and sent to the to the juniors, I think. I don't know. Honestly, if anybody knows, let us know. That one went down the wrong side. Fuck, I hate when that happens. All right. Marner said he was working on his shot. Let's see tonight. I hope it's a shot that goes over the glass. He doesn't need to work on that. He's pretty good at that, actually. Alpo, nope. An extra 5 minutes of 3-on-3 would eliminate most shootouts. That's what I think. Ray agrees. Whoops. Put it up again. You got a list from the other night's game? Might click if I see it. I do, but I don't have it loaded. Sorry. Okay, let me get on something I can talk about, and then while I'm talking about it, I'll load it up. Unless his trade value rises and MB wants to give him a better chance out of the spotlight, Drouin isn't going anywhere. I hope he has a career year and just puts it behind him. That's exactly what I hope. And until he does anything like that, he's not going anywhere. Who's going to take him right now? Nobody. But if he's going to have a good year, why not be here? So if he's back to his old self, then why not have it happen here? And I hope he does have a career year. I kind of said in a video, I think he's got a good opportunity to do it. I know we keep saying that, but I think this is the first year that we could really mean it. And while I was doing that, it's I think it's Amber or Arbor. I'm not sure. Let me go look. Get this thing that he wants. And apparently it's Mekai. So it's Arbor Mekai. That's how best I can say. Which is the red? Which is the white? Oh God! I hope this is the right one. Yeah. So here, this is. It figures I would have picked up totally the wrong thing, wouldn't it? Yep. Try that one again. We got time. So what was I doing? Okay, that's because that's the Leafs. I don't want the Leafs. I want the Habs one. It would appear that either I dropped it completely, which it seems I did. Now here it is. Okay, I hope this is the right one. Team White. Yep, this is it. It's not. It might have been Golubeuf. I think Golubeuf is big. Belpedio might. I don't know if Belpedio was playing, but I think he's pretty big. Fairbrother's not a tall guy. I guess it's Golubeuf or Belpedio, and maybe it's Mikai, but I don't think it is. Did that help? Oops, I forgot to take that down. Did that help? Canadian Elite, that's who it was. Did you see him up there? I don't know what he's saying, so I don't trust those when it's someone's writing in a different language. That's usually not good. So if I'm wrong, he'll come back in and he'll tell me I was wrong. I don't know what that was. Well, Slinksy, if you were watching the video that I did that was an accident, it was accidentally aired live, you'd know the answer to that because that's actually in my next video. I don't want to give it away. I already kind of did, and I don't want to do it again. So I'll encourage you to tomorrow to catch the video. It's 12 questions about Nick Suzuki, and it'll be out tomorrow at some point. I just have to edit it. So, but you know how much I like Suzuki, so you might want to take, it might help give you a hint. Dixon Automotive, Marner and Matthews need to get in the batting cage and toughen up like Happy Gilmore. Yeah, you know what that reminds me of? You know those Charmin commercials for, soft. Yeah, that's what these guys are. I like Marner, though. I like Marner. I have to say. Great playmaker. The other guy? Everyone knows how I feel about that other guy. Give him his Canadian name, Bob. So he'll now be known as Bob, the defenseman. But Arbor we can pronounce. So it would be Arbor Bob instead of Mikai. I think he's talking about Mikai, right, anti-vaxxers? So if it wasn't Golubeuf, I don't know. It must have been It might have been Belpedio. I think Belpedio's a big guy, and I don't know if he played or not. So, okay, who was Gala? You're just correcting yourself on Golubev? No. So did Golubev play or not? Because I think if he did, it's him. And hey, we're down to the end here, and we're at 6:30. So that's gonna do it. Yeah, I've got to go feed my dog and get ready for the next show, and hopefully I won't live broadcast any of that. So thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be back in 30 minutes, or just under. What time is it? Yeah, just under 30 minutes for game time at 7, and we are going to have some fun. Hopefully, watching Montreal beat Toronto. And listen, if they don't, and Montreal does look bad again, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing. And I'd be saying that if Montreal beat Toronto, I'd still be saying the same thing. It doesn't mean anything. Not like Toronto fans on Twitter who are already planning the Cup final and the Stanley Cup parade. So, whatever. But it really doesn't mean anything. However they do, they're out there to get their legs. Some of these guys haven't played in a long time. And some guys played, obviously, 2.5 months ago. But it's just get the rust out. Take a look at some of these guys. The younger guys, they're kind of trying to evaluate a little bit, and that's it. And it doesn't matter what the score is and who wins. Cheers, guys. On that note, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there for the half hour till I'm back. Peace out, y'all. See you next one very shortly.